Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to look over a Sixaxis mangled controller and make it go from this to this. So we will now open it up. So this little part just broke. We will fix it further into the video. We remove the battery by pulling on the white tab over there. We remove this screw to take off the main board, and we strip all the buttons out of the controller. And as you can see, it's very dirty. To remove this part, we need to take care not to rip it apart, otherwise we would have to buy a new one. So make sure to remove all the contacts very carefully. As you can see, it has a lot of grime in here. I don't even know what that is, but we'll have to clean it up. Seems like it's, I don't know, some cream or whatever. And the board is all full of dust and debris and what seems to be like fat substance, hairs, you name it. Here, carefully disconnect the little board from the button. This is not actually the button, it's like a plastic tab where it fits in. So we will now give a good rub with the isopropyl alcohol to remove all the debris and dust and grime, which I think it is grime, from the fingers. Not sure exactly what is on the contacts, but it'll go away. And now with the toothbrush and isopropyl alcohol, make sure to rub it in whenever and wherever you may need on these boards if they are on this state. At least keep rubbing. I should have worn gloves for this, but I wasn't prepared, so it is what it is. If you have a contacts cleaner, use it instead of doing this, but this also helps because the contacts cleaner goes deeper. And look at all this crap that was there. Amazing. So this battery is a bit puffy. I don't have another one to replace it, so I'll just keep this one. And it's not lasting long, it's like 2 or 3 days. So I will eventually get a new battery and make a follow-up video on the controller. Now let's give a good bath to all the parts. So make sure to rub everything well, especially the buttons, because that's where the most of the grime is. The buttons and the rubber pads where they fit in. Other than that, just make sure the water is a little warm with a bit of soap or dishwashing liquid, whichever suits you best. So after a good rub, let's rinse it with clean water to make sure that none of the grime stays in. After that, we put it to dry a little bit. And we use use a microfiber cloth. This one is a bit worn out, but it's a microfiber cloth to remove all the remaining water and grime from the buttons and the controller cask. So we now put it back together. It's just basically the reverse of what we did to take it apart. So these analog sticks are a bit loose. This is probably because this is the first version of this remote, this controller, not remote. And we'll have to do a little fix on that. As you can see, they are loose. So what I did was put a bit of two-sided cellar tape on the holes. Once they fit in, they will get much better. They will not be loose anymore. So the buttons, the directional buttons were not pressing well because I put this little crossy thing on the wrong place. It should be under the rubber, not above it. So I'll correct that now. So this can be a bit annoying putting because of the spring, but eventually we get there. So we get to the hardest part of the job, which is fixing that little tab. So we'll be using super glue. If you have a special super glue for plastic, would be much better. So this is the top part of that little tab. We need to glue it. Sorry for not being on the plan, but that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to glue it. So here you can see better. I was just figuring out which part was the correct one. This may be challenging because the glue will stick to your fingers. So if you have 2 tweezers, probably will be easier. So there we go. Managed to do it. No. So the easier way would be putting a little drip of glue, let it dry a little bit, and then put the 2 parts together. As you can see, it fell off and it did not break. It's kind of difficult to work with something that small and to fix something that small. So it's now stick together. It's a bit challenging. I will have to do it all over again. Now with the tweezers. So a little drip. Put it there together. With the help of a little needle, I will then proceed to glue it. There we go. And now we let it dry a little bit. After it's dried out, we'll do the same process, but to put it on the controller. I don't know what the name of this is, but let's say the cover, the bottom cover. We put it back. As it was sticky, it's easier to put it on place. You can see my fingers are grabbing into it. You will need a bit of patience to do this. And there it is. It's on place. Doesn't look that pretty, but it's there to do its job of keeping the controller bottom and top parts together. Now we put a little bit of glue to make sure it's solid. So after this we use our soldering iron on the minimum temperature so that the plastic gets welded together. It's always good to do this so it's very solid, and just make sure to clean your soldering iron of plastic on the end, otherwise solder won't grab into it. Now we put it back together. This part can be tricky with the R2 and buttons, R2 and L2, because you need to put it on the correct place for them to go down. So it's all getting together and looking much better. Still working as well. Looks good. So let's screw it back in. We now give it a good rub to make sure no debris are left. And as you can see, this joystick, it's not working properly. It's rubbing into the cover and it's not coming back to place. So we need to take care of that on a following up video, as well as the battery. We'll try to sort that out. If you know any solution for this, you can also let me know in the comments. Now we test all the buttons to see if everything works. And everything is working, except for the part that the new joystick rubs into the top cover. Again, if you know how to solve it, let me know. So, if you like the video, subscribe and like the video, share it. Thank you.